During this Trump administration, ICE has detained more than 260 people protected under DACA, also known as the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. More than 80 of them have been deported. The Obama-era program, created back in 2012, shields undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children from deportation and allows them to work legally. While DACA recipients can be removed for reasons such as criminal convictions, advocates say some with no criminal record are also being swept up in the broader crackdown. Our Lisa Desjardins has one of their stories.
Juan Chavez Velasco was detained on his way to the hospital NICU, taking breast milk to his infant daughter, who was born almost 6 weeks premature. Brought to the United States from Colombia when he was 8 years old, Juan is 35 years old now and a longtime part of the DACA program. He renewed his DACA status every 2 years, became a college graduate, works in a lab in Texas doing blood and other medical tests. His wife and kids are all citizens, and he has no criminal history. Juan has been held at a detention center in Texas for the past 7 weeks. His wife, Stephanie Villarreal, joins me now to talk about this. Tell us what happened in February, the day that your husband was detained.
Yeah, so I had my my youngest daughter on February the 6th, and 12 days later, he was driving to the NICU to go take her some of my breast milk that I had been pumping. And as he was driving out of the neighborhood, he saw a car parked on the side of the road, and he pulled over. And there was some ICE agents that approached him, and basically they questioned him, and he tried to let them know that he had DACA and a work authorization, and he was detained as of that day on February 18th.
At that point when it happened, as you say, he had DACA status right then. How concerned before that were you or he that he could be detained?
I believe that we were just more under the impression that the administration had mentioned nothing would happen to DACA recipients. We had started hearing rumors about DACA recipients being detained, and we just started to get really nervous about everything. But again, we just didn't think that it would hit home.
I want to talk a little bit about that because he had a DACA status when he was detained, but that status expired while he was in detention. And he had applied for renewal last fall. The Trump administration's under court order. They're supposed to renew this status, but your husband's hasn't been. What do you think's happening here?
I feel like it's intentionally being delayed, but it is affecting the livelihood of many DACA recipients. And just like my husband, he was picked up when it was active, and yes, it did expire while he was in detention.
We did ask DHS for a statement about Juan's case, and this is what a spokesman said, quote, "He is an illegal alien from Colombia and was issued a final order of removal in 2005. He received full due process. DACA does not confer any form of legal status in this country." How do you respond to that?
I just believe that they use that term so often about illegal aliens. My husband is more than just that. He's a father. He's a husband. He's done everything right. He's come here and he's built his education. He's built his family. And the term illegal alien just has a very negative attachment to it.
I know you speak with him daily. How is he doing?
He's holding up. He's having some medical concerns. He just did some labs and he came out with having kidney stones. So he's dealing with that. He doesn't have the healthiest of foods or the best drinking water. So it's definitely heightened the pain that he has coming from that.
This debate that you all kind of landed in the middle of right now, in many ways, is about who Americans should be, who the Trump administration feels should be allowed to enter or stay in this country. And I wonder how you see yourself and how your husband sees himself as Americans.
He feels American at heart. He hasn't stepped foot in Colombia since he was 8 years old. We love this country. It's the country, that provided him all of his opportunities, especially being on the DACA program. He was, like I mentioned, graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees that he was able to work and provide and be able to accomplish that at the same time. So he definitely is very thankful being here. And and he does feel like he's truly an American.
You know, the argument from the Trump administration is that even if he's done no wrong, his family shouldn't have brought him here and they shouldn't have entered illegally when he was a child. How do you respond to that?
I feel like as loving parents, you will do whatever it takes for your children. And sometimes that comes with sacrifices. I truly believe that that's what my mother and my father-in-law did for my husband. They provided him an opportunity to live a better life.
Have you thought about what you would do if he is deported?
Unfortunately, it would require us to possibly move to a different country, just to be together as a family, just because my kids are so young and he deserves to be a part of their life and they deserve to be with their dad.
What's the hardest part about that?
It's just uprooting everything that we thought we were going to do with our children. We just purchased our home last year and things were feeling perfect. We just started building our family and we were, ready to just build our life. We didn't think that anything like this could have ever happened.
Given that, I think my last question is, do you look at America differently now because of this experience or no?
I do. Unfortunately, there's so much hatred in this world right now. And, at one point when we were growing up, we were always told that the United States of America was the best place for everyone to be. And right now, there's just so much hate that I look at my children and try to teach them that we cannot normalize what's going on right now.
Stephanie Villarreal, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.